And I'm happy that this coalition has gone mutually, with the mutual respect of the two aspirants, and also the respect that every aspirant in the party has given respect to the party. Finally, was the defining moment. We've tidied up the coalition. Let me invite the chairman of the committee, His Excellency Senator Pius Ayin, to come and take over and declare the winner of this very primary election.
By the power conferred on the APC Presidential Primary Elections Committee 2026, under the Electoral Act, INEC guidelines, and the APC Constitution, I am Pius Ayin, Chairman of the Presidential Primary Election Committee, hereby certify that I am the returning officer for the presidential primary election held on the 23rd of May, 2026. I also confirm that the presidential primary elections of 2026 held as follows. The 36 states of the Federation were covered. 774 local governments in the country were covered, and 8,809 wards across the country also hosted and held the elections. Mr. President, I am also to confirm that there were two aspirants to the APC 2026 presidential primary elections, i.e. the incumbent President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, and Mr. Stanley Osifo. Mr. President, the election had been collated, the results had been computed, and I can say on behalf of the committee that the following were the records of the election. Mr. President, across the country, the total number of 12,643,306 registered voters were the registered voters in our party. Mr. President, for the purpose of this election, 11,069,756 voters were accredited. Mr. President, after the accreditation, 11,015,665 voters casted their votes. And after we computed the votes, I am delighted to announce on behalf of the committee that the aspirants received votes as follows. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR received a total number of 10,999,162 votes. Mr. Stanley Osifo received a total of 16,503 votes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is therefore my duty as the returning officer for this primary election to declare President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, having satisfied the requirements of APC Constitution and guidelines and scored the highest number of votes, is hereby declared the winner of the primary election and is returned, elected, nominated as the party's presidential candidate.
Okay, it is clear now why Tinubu changed his mind from consensus to direct primaries for APC's 2027 presidential ticket. It's clear now. Tinubu could have stayed with consensus. I mean, why were all the governors decamping to APC? Why did Akpabio say that it's unanimous consensus for Tinubu? It's because they knew that there really was no contestant, nobody to contend the ticket against Tinubu or with Tinubu in APC. Nobody. But somehow, for some strange reasons, after doing consensus for some governors, doing consensus for some senatorial districts, for some House of Rep constituencies, state assemblies, after doing consensus, what did they do for the presidential? They changed their mind to do direct primaries. Why? Is it really to show that APC respects democratic tenets, democratic principles? Is it really to show that APC is a democratic party? That's the narrative they are selling to Nigerians. And sincerely, I almost bought it until the results started coming out. As at this time of this report now, results have been declared and finalized for about 19 states. 19. And when you total all the votes that Tinubu got, it's about 6.5 million votes from only about 19 states. When the other 17 states come out, plus the FCT, the figure is projected to rise beyond 12 million votes. Now, is it clear why APC chose direct primaries for their presidential ticket? If it's still not clear, I will tell you. Tinubu and APC, they are laying the groundwork. They are laying the foundation for a rigged presidential election in January of 2027. If you don't know it now. How many of you remember the new system of counting that APC just invented? It is not arithmetic progression. It is not geometric progression. It's not even exponential progression. It's a combination of these three. And it is unique to only APC in Nigeria. APC is the new mathematician in the world. Even though this is not mathematical, we can call it magicmatics. So that's 6.3 million votes, or the 12 million votes that will come in all, are not figures that are mathematical, but they are magicmatical. But why did they go that route? So that in the general elections, when they come out and they have grabbed it and they have snatched it and they have run with it, and they tell Nigerians that Tinubu got 20 million votes. Who are you to argue? When in only their presidential primaries, they got 12 million votes. This is why they chose the direct primaries. It is a warning and a sign to every serious-minded Nigerian, to every serious-minded opposition, that the rigging of 2027 it go loud. It's that kind of rigging when you see it or hear it, you will say, Mado. It go loud. We need to wake up to these warning signs that Tinubu is giving to us. This is not the time to come with the narrative that, 2027 election has been rigged. No, it has not been rigged. Are they planning to rig it? certainly, it looks like they are planning to rig it. It looks like they are planning to rig it. But is it rigged already? No, don't let anybody fool you. When you watch the video I did on the 5 ways the 2027 elections can be rigged, you will discover why they are pushing this narrative. The very first thing they need is voter apathy. And this narrative they are pushing is a narrative that will discourage Nigerians from coming out. Because by the time they put the figures out there, and in only primaries, Tinubu is getting 12 million votes or thereabout, whatever their final figures will be, because really nobody can tell. It's not mathematical, it's not geometric. It's a combination that nobody, no mathematician in the world understands. Only them in APC. So the final figures can come, it can even go up to 14 million. But whatever that figure is, if they can declare such figures in only primaries, imagine what they will declare in the final. So the reason why they are doing that, it is a psychological up. They are working on the minds of Nigerians. To say, look, oh, you see, Tinubu has the numbers. He does not have the numbers. This APC primaries is a wake-up call. It's a sign. It's a warning that we need to sit up, whatever it is that we need to do to counter every rigging step. We must start doing it now. And it's not going to be secret. This is not the time to say, oh, you know, whatever we have to do, we have to keep it secret. No. It has to be public. Thank God for votewatch.pro. You see, all of these things they are doing, votewatch.pro is going to expose them. That is why I am sure right now, aside from Peter Obi being on the ballot, the next thing that scares Tinubu and the APC more is votewatch.pro. The people who created the idea are running that, oh, votewatch.pro should be made non-partisan. It should be a balanced thing. And I said, look, it is non-partisan. But if you want to run it as non-partisan, don't expect anybody that is a true supporter of Tinubu to support VoteWatch, because they don't want free and fair elections. They know that in a free and fair election, Tinubu loses. So the APC primaries, they are a warning sign, they are a wake-up call. That whatever it is that we can do to stop the rigging in 2027, we must start it now. So if you have not signed up for VoteWatch, please sign up now. Sign up now. Thank you very much to those of you who have started signing up. And I see many of you already contributing. Your contribution will go a long way. Your donations will go a long way to help us to mobilize. We are planning a rollout plan, a massive awareness campaign that will span social media, grassroots, and mainstream media to create the awareness. That network of 600,000 polling unit marshals, we will get it. And we will make sure that the elections of 2027 will not be rigged. It will be free and fair. Many of you have concerns that, what about intimidation? Yes, they will intimidate. But they will be overwhelmed when we turn out in our numbers. Their intimidation is premised on voter apathy. If they succeed with this, their propaganda of how Tinubu is a master strategist, of how Tinubu is a master election rigger, of how Tinubu has already written the results of 2027, if they succeed, what will happen is Nigerians will not bother to come out. And that will give them the voter apathy they need to take further rigging steps. So you and I must now let Nigerians know that no, the 2027 election has not been concluded and it cannot be rigged. because of Vote Watch and the PU marshals. We must spread the word. So the campaign is in the offing. Very soon we will kick it off, and it will be because you supported and you donated. We appreciate what you're doing. In due course and at the appropriate time, we'll begin to roll out names and mention names. We'll call your name. We'll call your name, except for those who make it anonymous. If you make it anonymous, we'll leave it and not call it. But we need to let Nigerians know that there are people who are standing for truth. There are people who are standing for free and fair elections. We need to let them know. Thank you very much for your support. It's a warning sign. That is why they are choosing the direct primaries. But whatever it is, we have their counter. In the next video, we'll visit again the 5 ways that the APC and Tinubu can rig the 2027 election and what we can do to counter them. You can join the conversation along such line. Let us know what are the ways you feel the 2027 election can be rigged and what solutions can you proffer. In addition, you can let us know what your thoughts are about the Vote Watch platform. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.